Alright guys, so in this little factory we have got a 2008 R35 GTR. This one is a Liberty Walk 1.5 version kit. So not only has this got the Liberty Walk kit that you can see, the wheels are Liberty Walk, the suspension is Liberty Walk, the exhaust is Liberty Walk. So this was built by Liberty Walk themselves, and as you can see, it is unbloody real. So as well as that, we've got multiple cars here that are absolute showstoppers, but the cars we're focusing on today are these two here. So that's it for the 35 really. It's what you see is what you get. There's no big crazy engine mods. This one, however, has got a bunch more stuff that I won't be able to remember, so we'll introduce Himmy to the channel, and he can walk us through this
friendly Indian GTR here.
He can walk us through this beautiful car. Yeah,
it's a bit of a unique piece. At first face value, it sort of looks like a 35 GTR with some carbon canards and a front lip and an Ismo front end, but there's a lot more to this one than what's on the skin. So this car here, as you can see, was built from ground up over a period of about 7 or 8 years by Car Shop F1 in Japan. It's all documented online, the entire build and everything. Complete ground up rebuild, not a single part on this car has not been touched, basically. Right down from the subframes to the suspension to the engine to the bodywork. Everything is purpose built for time attack. But at the same time, it's also street friendly. So when I got this car, it did have a half cage in it, which I didn't like, so I pulled the half cage out, and I tried to get it back to basically as streetable as I could without taking away the race edge. So it still has no stereo, but it's got aircon. So there's little things
like
essential.
That.
I kind of regret that because I do want a stereo now.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I find myself taking my little portable boombox in it. All right, so what we'll do is we'll do a bit of a walk around of the car because there's a lot on here. It's kind of busy, but I like to refer to it as more like organised clutter, if you may. So what we'll see peppered around the car is you'll see little badges of Car Shop F1 where they have fabricated stuff. They've made their own bits and pieces, and I'll sort of point those out as we go. But you can see it's got the Nismo S-Tune front bar, Z-Tune bonnet and skirts. All Car Shop F1 carbon fibre front canards and splitter. We come around the side here, you've got the super rare Ganadors with the LEDs side indicators in them.
That is cool.
All carbon fibre Car Shop F1 side skirt extensions. Of course, black LM GT4s with fucking 8-pot Greddy brakes at the front and 6 pots at the rear. So if you haven't driven this thing in a while and you put your foot down too hard, it will literally just lock up all tyres.
Yep.
It's insane how crazy this thing brakes.
Try and throw you through the windscreen.
It absolutely does. So we walk around a bit further. It's a base model GTR. It's not a V-Spec or anything like that. The reason being is that when you race these things, the diffs in the V-Specs are not very friendly to receiving power. They play up a lot. So rather than replacing diffs, the clever people will just buy a base model car because it's a mechanical diff and it responds much better on the track. So if you go around this way a little bit, carbon wing risers, carbon wing blade, and we'll pop under here. Might be a bit dark, but you can see the entire setup under here. What they've done is it's all Car Shop F1 fab exhaust, all Z-Tune style diff coolers front and back. Swirl tank there. This is, believe it or not, this comes from the oil catch can out the front of the car.
Oh, wow.
Runs all the way back here. All IKEA formula underneath. It runs quantum coilovers, quantum remote res coilovers. IKEA formula arms, gold painted subframes. It's got Nismo dampeners, Yamaha chassis dampeners, Nismo body dampeners. Wow. It's basically, it's the full deal, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing on this thing that doesn't have a purpose, basically. So as you come into the interior, it's fairly standard looking, which is the way I love it. It's awesome, it's comfortable. You know, you don't feel like you're in a race car, even though
Yep.
you are. Nardi personal wheel, and of course the crowning piece in here is the OS Geekin OS88 6-speed sequential with the big gigantic knob in the middle there. Heaps of Defi gauges, and it's got an FCON V Pro still sitting in the center console there, only because I love the OG look of it, but the car now runs on a Haltech Elite. So I guess we'll go underneath the bonnet here, guys. As you can see, full carbon Nismo numbered bonnet, and of course you got to have the titanium bonnet stay. Let's not talk about the price of that. But under here, it's definitely not a standard engine bay. I guess
to say the least.
No, we'll start at the bottom. It's got a big extended truss sump. And from there, it's got a 2.8 stroker, HKS Step 2. As we come a little bit higher, we've got a fully built HKS head with the VCAM variable cam timing setup in there as well. Greddy T76 turbo, so pretty big, not the biggest, but pretty big. Still laggy enough to annoy you. And then basically what do we've got? We've got the big front-facing plenum, 100mm throttle body. I'm probably missing a whole heap of shit here, but when I got the car, basically it was still running its original setup from Japan, and it still is running everything. All I have done is I've spent a lot of money, extensive amounts of money, to upgrade the ignition, the electronics, the management, and the fuel. So the car was sitting a long time before I bought it. So I put a new fuel tank in, all new lines, all new injectors, new rail, then I went and I did all new R35 coil pack conversion, Ross crank and cam trigger, and I did a Haltech Elite 2500, retuned it all, and it's sitting at about 650 horsepower at the wheels, but a little bit laggy, just as old school Jap setups are.
Yeah.
So the next phase of this is to high flow the turbo. I don't want to replace the turbo because I love the look of the original turbo. I'm going to high flow it, but maybe a bit of T51 R mod and give it a retune. So hopefully we'll be boosting no longer at 5,000, maybe mid fours would be nice, mid early fours.
Yep.
Thing's an absolute animal. Once you hit 5,000 RPM, it just
Boogies.
lights up.
Yep.
And it revs right out to 9,000.
Wow.
It's a weapon, man.
Man,
It's
that is
unreal.
cool.
It's unreal. So it's a very special car. It's one of those cars that you look at and you don't really understand until someone explains to you what it is and why it is the way it is. So it's just beautiful, man. It's one of those cars that if I ever had to let it go, it'd need an astronomical sum, but it'd also make me very sad.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff on here which money can't buy, basically. You can't replicate this again, and to have something like this, it's super special. You feel very honoured owning a car like this.
Yeah.
You want to treat it nicely, and you know.
And it's one of those cars where every part of the car you look, there is something crazy, like.
There is, but it's all done in such a nice, elegant way,
and it's tied in so well. Yeah.
Like, I've been driving this now for 6 to 7 months. I drove it probably once a week, and I don't give it a hard time, but I don't baby it either.
Yeah.
And it's been flawless. Like, credit to the guys in Japan, credit to the SRS here who put a lot of work into this car. Just a credit overall, like, to everyone that's had their hands on it, because this is beautiful. Yeah, that's it. I guess there's a whole heap more to come in later episodes, because we've got a lot more cars coming through. Into my little mini personal collection,
including something that kit may be for over there.
Yeah, there's a special kit coming over there with a very special man coming to install it.
Yep.
But for now, I guess we'll go for a bit of a drive in this, eh?
Go for a spin in this beauty. Now, if you don't know, 35 is literally my dream car. So don't take the fact that we've sort of just glossed over those cars as like they're not special. We got a 35 there. Dodge Viper, which, do you want to say what that Dodge Viper is?
We'll just walk over to it, man.
Let's go have a look.
It's easier. I guess we don't talk too much about the Viper because it's stock, it's not really modified.
Yeah.
But it is unique being it's a Gen 4. There's only 2 Gen 4s I know in the country. This one even more special than the other one in Perth, because this one is actually right-hand drive converted. The one in Perth is an ACR, so it's a competition edition. Still a left-hand drive car, but this one's, the owner that brought it into the country has gone to the effort of converting it over.
Yep.
and they've done a really good job on it.
It just looks like it came from the factory like this.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I'll get the key. Look, we've got a couple of them.
And if you didn't know, she's a V10.
So this car is, it is a special car in its own way. It's not a standard Viper. If you have a look over here, every year since the Vipers, Dodge started producing the Vipers, the Viper Club of America has run a Viper Owners Invitational car meet for everyone in America to meet in one spot.
Wow,
Viper Owners. So this car was built to commemorate the 10th Viper Owners meet in America.
I didn't know that.
Not this car, but this run of cars. So
yeah.
Dodge planned to make 100 of them, and only 77 orders were ever taken. So this is one of 77.
Oh, okay.
The differences are it runs the big brakes and the lightweight wheels off the ACR.
Yep.
It runs a special paint code which is not on any other Gen 4s, and it runs the Fang stripes which don't go all the way down the bumper. They finish up here.
That looks so cool.
So it is a special car as well. And you know me, like when I find something, if it's special, like I've got to have it.
You got to have it. It's one of those cars too where the more you look at it, the crazier it really is. Like you do not see them.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously there's only 2 in the country, but
and I lie, it's not completely stock. It's got the carbon fibre APR carbon fibre side skirt extensions and the APR carbon fibre front lip.
You just got to have carbon fibre on things, don't you?
That's exactly right. And then for anyone that knows Vipers, they'll know that opening the bonnets just
wow.
straight out here.
Wow.
Obviously the car's got to be unlocked, otherwise the alarm will go off. But if I can get the fingers in there, we'll have a look. It runs the almighty 8.4 litre V10.
There it is.
So this is the last generation of this motor basically. So the Gen 1s and Gen 2s ran the 8 litre.
Yep.
400 horsepower and 450. Then the Gen 3s, which kind of look like this shape but slightly different. And they ran an 8.3 litre motor.
Okay.
And this is the 8.4, which was run in the Gen 4 and the Gen 5.
Yep.
So in the Gen 5 it made 640 horsepower, and the Gen 4 it makes 600.
That is such a cool looking motor, isn't it?
It is awesome, man.
God damn.
And it's just an old school push rod motor, and it's just reliable.
Yeah.
And it's connected to a friggin' TR6060, which you can pop out of a Holden Commodore.
Yeah.
It is just awesome. Makes for much fun cruising. You can have a look inside as well.
Yeah, why not?
It's got a little plaque on there as well with the,
number 51 of 100.
Yep.
But there was what, only 77?
Only 77 ordered, but they put the plaques as 100.
God, that is so cool. And manual too.
Oh yeah, they're all manual, so.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Vipers never came in auto.
That's so cool. Manual V10. With a nice hat in the background too.
So, let's go for a ride in this thing, eh?
Let's do it. Also, just casually chilling here too, another 34 GTR. Yeah, we don't need to mention that, it's just a 34 GTR, 35 GTR. If we get one comment in the comments, Timmy will give me this. Oh man, it's so cool. So yeah, we're going for a ride in this thing now.
Yep, we'll start it up. Maybe.
That sounds so good.
It's very subtle, but it's nice.
Now that also will be going bag soon because you can't have wide body without bags. Not your usual lineup. Obviously huge thanks to Hemi for letting me come down here and film this. Obviously this is in a private location that not many people know about and not many people can come and see, so I'm very, very grateful to be able to come here and see this area and these cars and get a walkthrough and whatnot. So huge shout out to Hemi, and yeah, very, very happy. So we just got done with our drive. Didn't really record anything, we didn't go fast or anything, it was just purely enjoying the drive. Oh, I need one. If you know you know. But oh, I can't wait. I'm so stoked. Shout out Hemi. I'm on my way home now and I just cannot wipe the smile off my face. It's like, it's rare enough to see like a 34 GTR, let alone two, and a Dodge Viper that there's only two of in the country, and then to see not just one of my dream cars, but two R35 GTRs and go for a ride in one of them. Man, my year has been made. 2023 is starting off strong. The car's fixed, just got to go and do that. So Hemi, thank you again so much for letting me go and enjoy. Oh man, I got no words. I'm so thankful. I've wanted a 35 for as long as I can remember. I went to formal in a 35. My old bloody wallpaper on my laptop was a 35. When I play Forza and everything, it was always a 35. I just love them so much. And yeah, to be able to be in the presence of two of them and two 34 GTRs today is just unreal. So I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully the audio is all right and the lighting's not too dark. In an ideal world, we'd be able to do like a feature video on you know, all the cars there, but it was a bit dark at the moment, we're a bit pushed for time. So hopefully the video is turning out all right for you guys. I'm stoked. I'll see you in the next one. Let's go. I'm so stoked. See you guys. Peace. And now there's a 32 GTR. We're really seeing them all today.